Laddies and gentlemen, every man and woman alive today has been given the same priceless possession, 24 golden hours deposited into the bank of life each morning. It is not the hours themselves that decide our destiny, but how we invest them. Some squander them in distraction, while others transform them into wealth, wisdom, and influence. The choice is yours, and it begins the moment you wake. To manage your 24 hours, you must begin with a definite purpose. A day without purpose is like a ship without a rudder. It drifts wherever the wind of circumstance may push it. You may cover much distance, but you will arrive nowhere worth reaching. Each morning when you rise, your very first responsibility is to decide, with absolute clarity, what your hours will serve. What single outcome, if achieved today, would bring you closer to the life you desire? That outcome must be more than a casual wish. It must be a definite purpose, strong enough to command your mind, powerful enough to push aside excuses, and clear enough to guide your actions from dawn until nightfall. The truth is, time has no mercy for the indecisive. The hours do not pause while you hesitate, nor do they slow while you ponder endlessly over trivial choices. They pass, silently but relentlessly, into the past, never to return. But when your purpose is definite, when you know with certainty the what and the why of your day, you transform each hour into an ally instead of an enemy. Your purpose becomes a lens through which all distractions are exposed, all doubts are diminished, and all opportunities are recognized. Think of the builder before he lays a single brick. He holds in his hand a blueprint, a clear image of the finished structure. Without that design, no amount of labor would create more than a pile of stone. Your purpose is that blueprint. It is the design by which your 24 hours can be shaped into something of value. To rise without a plan is to build without a blueprint, and the result is waste, confusion, and mediocrity. When you live with definite purpose, the smallest tasks take on new power. A conversation becomes a stepping stone. A book becomes a tool. A challenge becomes an exercise in strength. With purpose, you no longer move through the day reacting to chance. You direct it. And by directing your day, you are, in truth, directing your destiny. If your purpose is the compass that guides your hours, then your attention is the gate that protects them. Every day, countless forces compete to enter that gate. The buzzing of devices, the endless stream of messages, the urgencies of others that masquerade as your own, and the subtle pull of habits that add nothing to your growth. Left unguarded, your attention becomes like a marketplace with open stalls. Any passerby may walk in, take what they please, and leave you with nothing of value. To manage your 24 hours with mastery, you must become the gatekeeper of your mind, deciding deliberately what enters and what is kept out. The world will always seek to pull you into its noise. People will call upon your time not because it serves you, but because it serves them. Technology will tempt you with distractions designed to capture your focus and sell it cheaply. Even your own thoughts, if undisciplined, will scatter in a dozen directions and waste precious hours in worry or fantasy. But the man or woman who controls attention holds the rarest form of wealth, the ability to direct life's energy only where it multiplies. Guarding your attention requires courage, the courage to say no when it is easier to say yes, the courage to walk away from trivial conversations, the courage to delay the comfort of entertainment until your work is complete. Each refusal sharpens your focus. Each act of discipline strengthens the wall around your most valuable resource. In time, others will learn that your hours are not to be squandered, that your mind is not open ground for their distractions. Think of your attention as a river. When it is divided into many small streams, each grows shallow and weak. But when it is channeled into a single current, it gains the power to move mountains. So it is with your hours. Scattered attention creates small, unfinished efforts. But focused attention creates extraordinary results. By guarding the gate of your attention, you preserve the strength of your river and direct it toward the very purpose you have chosen for the day. The wisest way to manage your 24 hours is to treat them as treasures of different worth. Not every hour is equal in value, though each is equal in length. There are golden hours, silver hours, and dust hours, and the way you spend them determines whether your life grows richer or poorer with each passing day. Golden hours are the hours of highest value. These are the moments when your mind is alert, your energy is strong, and your purpose is clear. In these hours, you must devote yourself to creation, to work that builds, to study that sharpens your mind, to actions that move you closer to your dreams. To squander golden hours on trivialities is to trade diamonds for pebbles. The successful men and women of the world guard these hours fiercely, for they know one golden hour of concentrated effort can accomplish more than 10 scattered hours of distraction. Silver hours are those devoted to rest, reflection, and renewal. They are not wasted, for they restore the strength that golden hours demand. In silence and rest, in moments of thought and prayer, you refill the well from which your efforts draw. Many fall into the trap of believing that rest is laziness, but true rest is as necessary as work itself. Without silver hours, the mind grows dull, the body grows weak, and the spirit grows weary. To deny yourself silver hours is to rob tomorrow's golden hours of their power. And then there are the dust hours. These are the hours scattered in idleness, in habits that do not nourish, in conversations that do not uplift, in pursuits that bring neither progress nor renewal. Dust hours vanish into nothingness, leaving behind no wealth, no wisdom, no strength, only regret. Some men allow most of their day to turn to dust, while others sweep it away by conscious choice. The difference between mediocrity and greatness often lies in how much dust a person tolerates in their life. The art of managing your time lies in multiplying your golden hours, protecting your silver hours, and reducing your dust hours to the smallest fraction possible. Do this, and each day will yield a harvest far greater than the time itself. Treat your hours as a king would treat his treasury, and your life will become a kingdom of abundance. Discipline is the bridge between intention and accomplishment. Without it, even the greatest purpose and the sharpest focus collapse into wasted potential. A man may dream of building a great future, but if he cannot command himself in the small acts of each day, his future will remain a shadow. Discipline is not merely about denying yourself comfort. It is about directing your actions with precision, like a sculptor shaping stone, until every strike reveals the masterpiece within. Your day is a building block, and discipline is the mortar that holds it firm. The way you wake, the way you eat, the way you spend your first hour after rising, these are not small things. They are signals to your mind and body that you are in command. To rise at a fixed hour, even when the bed whispers for more sleep, is to declare mastery over weakness. To complete your tasks before indulging in leisure is to prove that you value progress above pleasure. To keep promises you make to yourself, no matter how small, is to build an inner strength that cannot be bent by circumstance. Many fail because they wait for inspiration before they act. But inspiration is fickle. It arrives when it pleases and leaves without warning. Discipline, however, does not wait. Discipline acts whether you feel ready or not. It says, do the work now, and the reward will follow. And in time, discipline itself becomes habit, and habit becomes second nature. What once required great effort becomes effortless, and the power of consistency multiplies your results beyond measure. Think of the farmer who rises each morning to till the soil. One day's work may show no harvest, but repeated daily with discipline, it produces abundance beyond imagination. So it is with your life, each small discipline. Studying when others are idle, practicing when others are distracted, persisting when others quit, adds invisible bricks to the foundation of your success. And one day, others will look upon your achievements with awe, not realizing they are built upon thousands of disciplined hours, each too small to be seen, but too powerful to be ignored. Discipline is the great equalizer. It cares nothing for talent, background, or luck. The man or woman who practices it daily will always rise above those who wait for chance. And when discipline rules your hours will in turn rule your destiny. The way you end your day is just as important as the way you begin it. Each night, before you surrender to sleep, you must become the examiner of your own hours. Honest accounting is the practice that separates the dreamer from the achiever. For a man may deceive others with excuses and appearances, but when he stands alone in the silence of evening, he cannot deceive himself. In that quiet moment, he must face the truth of how his 24 hours were spent. Ask yourself, did I live today according to my purpose? Did I allow distractions to breach the gate of my attention? Did I multiply my golden hours, honor my silver hours, and sweep away the dust? Did I hold myself to the disciplines I promised this morning, or did I let weakness bargain with my will? These questions are the mirror of progress, and though the answers may sometimes sting, they are the very medicine that strengthens character. A day wasted is not a failure if it is recognized and corrected. The danger lies not in making mistakes, but in ignoring them. By practicing nightly reflection, you turn each error into instruction, each shortcoming into a lesson, each weakness into an opportunity for growth. The man who learns from his day is richer than the man who ignores it, for he carries tomorrow's wisdom bought with today's price. There is also a great power in closing the day with gratitude. As you review your hours, acknowledge not only what you lacked, but also what you gained. Be thankful for the strength that carried you, the people who encouraged you, the opportunities that arose, even if small, and the very gift of life itself. Gratitude is fuel for the soul. It transforms dissatisfaction into determination and replaces despair with hope. And once the accounting is done, once the lessons are drawn, release the day. Do not carry its failures into tomorrow as burdens, but as tools. Do not carry its victories as reasons to rest, but as reminders to strive further. Each night, clear the slate, for in the morning you are granted 24 new hours, as fresh and unspent as a blank page. When you practice this nightly reckoning, you will discover a new rhythm to life. Your mornings will begin with purpose, your days will flow with discipline, and your nights will close with wisdom. And over time, the accumulation of these honest accountings will shape you into one who not only lives the hours, but commands them, until every day becomes a step upward toward the summit of your greatest vision. Friends, you cannot buy back a wasted hour. You cannot borrow tomorrow's time in advance. You only hold today. But if you choose to direct each of your 24 hours with intention, discipline, and clarity, you will discover that you hold in your hands the very key to greatness. Thank you.